We're live.
Good evening. For those of you who are expecting Deacon Rick, Reverend Rick, I apologize. He is unable to be with us. He is fine, but he is up north, again, probably in one of those thin places connecting with God. So I am back, and I am doing the evening prayer with you tonight. And to begin with, I'd like to thank Jeff White, who is running the tech behind the camera. And we keep testing out new things and trying new ways to connect. So welcome to evening prayer. We're going to do some different prayers from different books tonight. Our opening prayer is from a book called Prayers for the Domestic Church, a handbook for worship in the home. So we will start with a tone to bring us all into a place of prayer. Lord, divine keeper of all time, the hours of this day that remain are few. Night is upon me. Touch my memory and make me aware of today's gifts. The redemption of the world, the removal of injustice, and the spread of unity among all peoples is beyond my limited abilities. Lord, help me to examine how I have failed to redeem that small part of the world that did touch my life today. In that holy unity, with my heart at peace and surrounded with gratitude, I now enter into a sacred stillness. Holy One, lift our burdens, for your yoke is easy. O God, as the showers renew the earth, bathe us in your healing power. Stretch out your hand that we may live and know that you alone are God, in whose faithfulness we have life all our days. Amen. A Song of Our True Nature by Julian of Norwich. Christ revealed our frailty and our falling, our trespasses and our humiliations. Christ also revealed his blessed power, his blessed wisdom and love. He protects us as tenderly and as sweetly when we are in greatest need. He raises us in spirit and turns everything to glory and joy without ending. God is the ground and the substance, the very essence of nature. God is the true father and mother of all natures. We are all bound to God by nature, and we are all bound to God by grace. And this grace is for all the world, because it is our precious mother, Christ. For this fair nature was prepared by Christ, for the honor and nobility of all, and for the joy and bliss of salvation. A reading from 1 John. Little children, let us love, not in word or speech, but in truth and action. By this we will know that we are from the truth and will reassure our hearts before him whenever our hearts condemn us. For God is greater than our hearts, and God knows everything. Where there is no love, put love, and you will draw love out. Where have we neglected to put love? Where do we ask that love be drawn from us? I didn't prepare a homily or a little message today, but as I was doing all my work today to look at what I could bring to share with you tonight, I struggled a little bit because every evening prayer, every service that I found for the evening was very penitential, was very, we haven't reached a confession yet in our worship tonight, but every service had a confession, every service had a forgive me. And as I looked through it, I realized that, of course, that was done on purpose. Of course, the liturgy of the hours, if you wake up in the morning and you give thanks and praise for that you woke up in the morning, and then in the middle of the day you give thanks and praise, and you move through the liturgy of the hours, and when you come close to the evening is when you are saying, I made it through another day. Lord, forgive me for that which I did or that which I left undone. So where have we neglected to put love? And where do we ask that love be drawn from us? And my prayer for myself and my prayer for all of us is that we all ask that question of ourselves every evening, so that in the morning we can wake up and go, that's where I'm going to put love today. And that's where I'm going to ask that love be drawn from me. And then we repeat it. I often say in youth events and youth programs that life is liturgy, life is worship, life is a constant, never-ending cycle of praise and worship for God, of every second, of every minute, of every hour, of every day, if we are to act as if we are in worship. What kind of world would we be living in? I think it would be an incredible world. So for those of you who join us in that cycle on Wednesday evenings and upcoming on Saturday nights and Sunday mornings in that cycle, and who knows, we may add more. And we're going to try and give you more resources and support so you have daily prayer and prayers, a handbook for worship at home. Father Art said it last Sunday, I believe. If you don't have a prayer book at home, let us know. Contact the office. We'll get you one. And let us all work together to realize that worship is not just here in this building. Worship is every second of every minute, of every hour, of every day, over and over and over again. Most loving God, we confess that we have not loved in thought, word, or deed. We have not loved you or our neighbors or ourselves. We are sorry. Remind us that you love us unconditionally and help us to rest in your love. Loving God, have mercy on us, forgive us for forgetting to love, and renew our ability to give and receive love in all that we do. Amen. Gracious Lord, whenever we err, fill our hearts with your love. When we wound or are wounded, fill our hearts with your love. When tempted to judge, fill our hearts with your love. Wherever there is hurt, loss, or despair, fill our world with your love. Make us faithful instruments of your peace. May we fill our world with your love. Beloved Lord, I rejoice in your mystic presence. In 10,000 ways, you have been present in ordinary events this day. You have waited in patience in those persons and times in which I failed to be aware of your divine presence. Tomorrow, my Lord, I shall see more, and I shall be open-eyed so as not to miss you. You, my Lord, know all our needs, but I am mindful of my poverty before you, and therefore lift up to you the needs that are in my heart tonight. I lift up to your divine heart all those who at the end of this day are without shelter or food. Be with them and with all the earth this night. May I sleep in peace and awaken to life. Lord of day and night, of life and death, I place myself into your holy hands. Amen.